We talking about putting some money in your pocket, and yeah, I feel compelled to press record and talk about this. I know I've never talked about money, making money, building wealth or whatnot, bro. And I am by no means a financial advisor, but I make money on these stocks, and I've been having a lot of conversations with people who are just ignorant of the whole stock game, bro. And it's never been more important than it is today to become informed on how these stocks work so you can set yourself up nice regardless what the fuck is going on, bro. Right? I know a lot of people are out here all caught up in arms about politics and this, that, and DEI and Trump this and da 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 da, bro. But like at the end of the day, it don't matter where along the political spectrum you fall, whether it be red or blue. Everybody likes that green. And if you take advantage of this opportunity in front of you right now, you can really set yourself up pretty. Really put yourself in a better position and put yourself in a superb position 5 years from now, 10 years from now, 15 years from now, if you go about this shit the right way. I'm not going to give y'all specific stocks to look into. You got to do your own research, but I can give you parameters to consider when you go about putting your money into these stocks. But it's the main message of my video today is we are in the .com era of AI. So what that means is if you were to, rewind time back, I don't know what it was. When's the .com era? 90s? When everything went digital. The .com era was a period in the late 90s and early 2000s when the stock market was driven by investments in internet companies. We're in the .com era of AI. So I say that to say, if we were around time back then, and if you were to make small investments in these internet companies in the 90s, how much would these companies be worth today? Well, you can look at Google right now, see how much Google is. You know what I mean? It changed the game forever. The world has never been the same, right? And I know all of you are aware and see it every day how AI each day is transforming the reality we live in, bro. It would be a safe bet to assume that AI is just going to continue getting larger and larger and larger from here. Google isn't going anywhere. Meta isn't going anywhere. Tesla isn't going anywhere. Microsoft isn't going anywhere. Nvidia isn't going anywhere. Oracle isn't going anywhere. Taiwan semiconductors are not going anywhere. These names may sound taboo to you, but just do yourself a favor and look up artificial intelligence companies. Do your own research and do yourself a favor. And whatever money you have saved sitting around, throw that shit in the stock market. Don't even think about it. Just throw that shit in the stock market. Especially right now since that man is in office, bro. Especially since that money man is in office, bro. And if you have been, like, if you know how stocks work and you've been investing, you already know what I'm talking about. And if you've been making the right decisions, you sitting pretty already, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, people have been getting paid prior to that man getting elected, and they're going to continue getting paid while that man is in office. But as far as this AI shit, bro, just I don't want to pull up the stocks, but I need to show y'all the stocks so y'all can have a visual of what the fuck I'm talking about. Cause the words I'm saying are not going to resonate. Okay, all right. Just show you a few. Just show you a few. For those of y'all who have money in your savings or hell even a checkings account that y'all save for a rainy day. And I know the majority of people don't even have savings. So if you don't even have a fucking savings, you need to get your shit in order before you start investing money in anything, right? But if you have money just sitting around, my recommendation to you would be, have a rainy day fund for when shit gets south, but any other disposable income, you throw that shit in the stock market and you use the stock market as your savings account. In the reality, any money you have in the bank is already in the stock market. Because all they're doing is investing the money that you give them into the stock market, getting big ass returns on your money and giving you the crumbs, which is like 0.003%, which is nothing, right? When all you need to do is just invest in these companies that are not going any fucking where. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting kind of off track, but you know what I'm saying? Like you can invest in Chase. You can invest in Bank of America. You can invest in Wells Fargo. You can invest in Disney. You can invest in Coca-Cola, right? The companies that are in the Dow Jones, like these companies they're not going anywhere, right? And instead of you getting your little bullshit ass 0.001% return, you put 1,000 in January 2025. You fast forward January 2026. Now you got 1,300 in your motherfucking savings account because you got 30% on the dollar as opposed to nothing, right? But if you doing it right, you need to be throwing your fucking money in these artificial intelligence companies, bro, and just keep it there. Turn it into your little 401k. Use it as a Roth or use it as an individual account, but use the fucking stock market as your savings account and put your money in these artificial intelligence companies, bro. So, for example, we will just put in good old Google. Google's not going anywhere, right? Google's not going anywhere, right? And I know it says $200 per share. Fuck how much it is. We're looking at the percentages, right? This is only a day. Okay, so look at it from a year from now. If you were to put $100 in it a year ago, you'd be up 35%. So you now have $135 as opposed to $100. If you put 1,000 in that bitch, you'd have $1,350 as opposed to $1,000. If you put $10,000 in there, you'd have $13,500. You get my drift, as opposed to zero. That's a whopping 36%. What about Microsoft? Big company. They're not going anywhere, right? Let's look at them a year ago. How much are they up? 11%. It's better than nothing. 11%. As long as it's green double digits, we rocking. Let's see. What about Tesla? Tesla's not going anywhere. It's not going anywhere. What did they a year ago? Up 94%. So you put $100 in that bitch last year, you have $100 on top of that motherfucker. Got your whole investment back, right? What about? I'm trying to emphasize the point. What about? Y'all may not know Oracle, but Oracle is a definitely good company to consider. Computer software company, up 65%. 60. Oh, let's look at a good old Mark Zuckerberg. Why don't we look at Facebook? AI, Facebook, Instagram, right? Look up a year ago, up 68%. Right? You get my drift, bro. You're not going to lose any money. You got to just put in that bitch. Don't even think about it. This is over a year. Let's look at 5 years. Up 200% all time. 1,400%. And then you're going to give these nasty ass percentages when you invest in these companies that are not going anywhere. Yeah, they may take a fucking nosedive, but we're not looking at short term. We're looking at long term, bro. We're trying to build wealth, trying to change our lives. And if you have any disposable income, you need to be using the stock market as your bank, right? Solidified companies that ain't fucking going nowhere, bro. And investing in one stock may be a little risky for those that are not used to it or comfortable with it, man. Because when you see these nosedives like that, it will freak you out. But to mitigate it, as much risk as possible, I would recommend you invest in an ETF. And the ETF, all that is a conglomerate of these different types of companies in one stock. And they average out their percentages. So if one company's down, another company may be up, and it evens out. So say, for instance, NASDAQ. NASDAQ is an ETF, right? Which consists of, let's see what companies are in NASDAQ. What companies are in NASDAQ? It's a tech ETF. It's a NASDAQ ETF. So they have Apple, Microsoft, Nvidia, Amazon, Meta, all right? Okay, and we look at them. What were they a year ago. NASDAQ is up 22%. This is better than a savings account, bro. You put your money in there. Don't think about it. Let it cook. Let it cook. You about to make some coin fucking with these AIs, bro. Fucking with these AIs. And this is basic. This is basic, bro. Just to make you feel comfortable, bro. We'll turn you to a whole business owner. We'll turn you into an owner of multiple businesses when you invested in ETF, because you are a percentage owner of each of these fucking companies the moment you invest in the ETF, bro. You know what I'm saying? So build wealth. It's like, just change your perspective. If stocks is foreign to you, if it's a foreign language to you, read up on it. Get more familiar with it. Like I say, I'm not a financial advisor, but I advise you to throw your money in that motherfucker. Disposable income that you don't need right now. Let that shit cook and come back around 2 years from now, 3 years from now, 4 years from now. You see the $1,000 you put in there is now 15,000 because you let compound interest do its job. You know what I'm saying? You ain't broke no more. Let that bitch cook. Let that bitch cook. But I got a lot more. I got a lot more, bro. But I just felt compelled to do a little breakdown, because not only can you just, make easy money, print your own money, just taking advantage of ETFs and stocks. Like, this information I gave you it's not new. Like, there's nothing special about right now that's going to make this work for you. What I've been explaining thus far, people have been doing since the beginning of stocks. It's just right now we're at the pivotal moment to take advantage of a shift in society and where all the money is going, where it's going to continue to go. And your Teslas are going to keep on Teslaing. Your Googles are just going to keep on Googling. Your Amazons are going to keep on Amazoning. And all these companies that utilize AI are going to make you a very much better off. Much better off. Anyway, man, thoughts.